I'm not even sure if I should be in the jungle. But I'm hungry, so I'm here to hunt, but you're going to get killed. Does that make sense to anybody?
Yes.
Excellent. You're more than welcome. Go ahead. Share with me what you do.
I help customers protect their assets, their physical assets, and also mitigate their liabilities. Basically, and also customers that require risk management activities in terms of their assets, I will assist them in making the right decisions.
Okay, say it again.
Say it again.
Mm-hmm.
So on the spot.
It's okay.
I protect customers. I help customers protect their assets by helping them mitigate their liabilities and also insuring their assets.
So here's my question. How many people do you think understand what you just said?
Zero. Because I'm a little bit.
Dumb it down. Say it again.
I work with risk management conscious clients to help them protect their fiscal assets and mitigate their liabilities through the purchase of insurance as a tool to mitigate.
So you deal with wealthy people that have money and protect it.
I deal with people that have a lot of physical assets like property and auto.
Which would be considered wealthy in the average person's mind. Because the average person doesn't understand risk management, they aren't going to understand asset management, they aren't going to understand litigation. All that's going to sound like Greek to them. But if you want to brand yourself and get your word out, everybody can understand somebody who owns a lot, even if they have nothing. I help people that are well-to-do and wealthy protect their money and make sure that it's never taken from them. Is that about what you do?
I know.
You can simplify it however you want. You can cut it up. We would sit it up and create a mission statement. But, say it again.
I help my customers to insure their assets that they've worked hard to acquire.
Now, stop right there. We'd have to go through this for about a day. Because now it's not even what you're saying. You've turned into a little girl. And it's 85% of most women's problems. They start right here because that's how they get everything they want. It starts out with daddy. Daddy. Then it goes to the boyfriend. Then it goes to the husband. The batting of the eyes and the girl's voice. Oh. It's like a swoosh. This is what I do. I help people. And I do this, and I do this. And then in turn, the 80% then come to me and want to ask, why does every man want to screw me? Probably because of the way that you presented yourself. They can't take you seriously with the little swoosh in your voice because they're used to hearing that when they want something. Did that make sense? Is anybody following this conversation? I want you to take a Martha Stewart, or I want you to take an Oprah. They start here, they finish here. They start here, they finish here. They start here, they finish here. This is what we're going to talk about today. Let me share with you what happened in the community. There's no swoosh. You'll never hear it go back up into another octave. Not even a little bit. They don't negotiate who they are for what they're doing. They don't need to. But it didn't start after success. It started when they had nothing. When they were pissed off. Thank you. Have a seat. Right ahead.
My number one need right now is I need to determine my why, so I can stay consistent and so I can be committed.
What do you want more than anything?
To travel the world.
How bad do you want to travel the world?
Really bad.
Okay. What is it who do you love more than you love yourself?
My family.
What is the most important thing to you to truly accomplish first in your life?
The most important thing.
Mm-hmm. And what we would do, and what I would do with you, being 21 years old, the first thing I'd do is we would sit down and we would create a vision board. Everyone should have one, but specifically you, because if I have a vision board, I can then rearrange your vision board for the priorities of a checklist, and then we will cross them off one by one.
Okay.
Without having a vision board, you can't see exactly what you want, and that becomes vague. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
With that, we can actually know what we're shooting for one by one. We start in Maslow's laws. What is a need? What do I need to cover? What do I need to cover? What do I need to finish now? What do I want? What do I want? What do I want? Otherwise, you mess up the priorities of understanding wealth. The first level of money is knowing how to make money. The second level of money is knowing how to keep money. The third level of money is knowing how to make money for you. The fourth level of money is knowing how to give it all away so you can get it back tenfold. The fifth level you will not know, as my mentor said, until you're worth $100 million liquid. You have to know the levels of money. We would have a conversation on economics. We would talk about exactly how to be able to take 10%, pay yourself first before you use anything else. We would create amazing habits that most adults know but they don't do. Most people know how to get in shape but they don't work out. Most people know how to get intelligent but they don't read. We say it all the time, not all readers are leaders, but all leaders do read, and people come back and say, it's already been written. Did that help?
Yep.
I'll say thank you.
I have two types of business. One is a consulting business. The other one is travel. So I'm just doing the consulting one for now. I'm France, and I'm Miss Fix-It.
Okay, stop right there. The first thing we do is we actually get it down to a singular. What did you just say? What is it that you're marketing first? What do you want to do?
Right now I'm doing
Tell me the two businesses again.
consulting
Uh-huh.
and also travel.
And then you said you're focusing in on?
Right now I'm doing presentation for consulting.
So for consulting. So that's your priority right now? That's the top of your list right now, yes? That's what you want to focus in on right now, yes? That's what you just said, yes?
Yes.
Then why did you tell me about the other business? Because the way you think is what comes out of your mind, and you have understanding that you have 100,000 thoughts go through your brain before one thought actually comes out, and if you came out with just two more things and you're actually sharing it with somebody, you confuse them before you even started because you gave them an alternative that you weren't even interested in because you have a priority over here. So first we got to get your whole system defragged and get it very clear so that anything that comes out of your mouth is so potent that they understand what your focus is so we can go into a laser beam place and destination to complete to get to the next level of whatever you want to support. Make sense? Outstanding.
Okay, so I think the thing that I'm struggling with is what you were saying before about receiving, as a woman receiving and asking for my worth. So that, because, so which means that I haven't been making as much money as I think I should be making. So, my business is.
Let's deal with that in itself.
Let's
Deal with that piece right there.
Right.
So that piece right there, you need to outline all the things that you think, what are you worth? Don't answer that question right now. I want you to give that some thought. When you go home tonight,
Yeah.
I want you to write down all the things you think that you deserve and then put a price tag on all the things that you give out to serve. Too many people actually lose so much money because they sell themselves short and they end up giving it away, thinking they're helping other people, not understanding that they're hurting themselves, and they're actually being more selfish by hurting themselves because then when they need, they then build a resentment wall, and now we got a whole nother fragmentation going on. I understand, I know you can. Outstanding, thank you. Have a seat. Yes, Yes, yes.
Help entrepreneurs gain back time by implementing systems to work for them, and so that they can work at the freedom of time.
Too intelligent. Say it again simply. What is it that you do exactly? Did anybody understand what he does?
No.
I didn't think so. Tell me again. Go ahead. What do you do? What inspires you about what you do? I need you to think about that, write it out, and then we'll have a conversation. I'll Skype you. Outstanding, thank you. Michelle, you still? Oh, go ahead, baby, stand up. Okay, last one, go ahead.
So my greatest need is to learn how to make millions and millions of dollars in a clean, pure, honest, and authentic way.
A clean, pure, honest, authentic way. That's the first time I've ever heard that one. That's a good one right there.
Amen.
Make millions of dollars in a clean, is it making millions of dollars? Or no, it's not, depending on who you're dealing with, right? It could be dirty, okay. I believe that comes with, well, Because we've had conversations, I already know where it comes from. So I'm gonna share with you what you have to work the hardest on without going into a story or a conversation or into your personal life. You have to let go of the pain and the lack of trust in others in order to open yourself up to understand you don't know what a great car looks like until you drive 10. So if I hold on to pain,
So my greatest need right now, I have about 5 coaches
right,
that have promised me they're gonna take my business to the next level.
Right.
They're gonna help me have my dream realized of opening a holistic center for children with special needs and kids on the spectrum and all of those things that I wanna do. But I wanna believe that they're able to do that. And I don't want to sign up with someone who's
Understood.
gonna
So
grow
pause right there, I'm
their
with you.
dream, but my dream.
Totally. So here's what I'm sharing. One, I hate to put people on blast, but
You're stood up.
not you, just the conversation. You said you have 5 coaches that didn't promise this.
Right now, I'm in that position.
I understand, and I don't trust anybody who makes a promise like that.
Okay.
Because in my coaching that I'm having everybody come, I'm not promising you anything. I'm promising you'll get 120% of me, and it's more than you'll get from anybody else on the planet. I can't promise you what you're going to get out of it, because if you don't show up for your own rescue, I can't do nothing for you. If you don't come to the gym, I can't promise what's going to happen to you. So if people are making those type of promises, I'm already leery, because you can't promise what's going to happen for somebody else's business unless you're going to do it.
Right, so I feel that same way.
So I just think that's a falsehood unless you have a long-term relationship with them and they're doing it out of the greatness of their heart because they love you and they have family or blood ties to you. Aside from that, there's no documentation unless they can give me 5 other people they've already done that for beyond the call of just coaching you, but taking their business and then quadrupled it and served in a way that they're going to support it and maintain it. But the clean and authentic conversation that we were having a conversation about is you letting go of knowing that once you let go of that, you can see what I just told you without me telling you that, because your discernment and your energy is already on point. Wherever there's doubt, there's already going to be lack of cloud. If you have doubt, there is no cloud. 1% of doubt and you're out. It has nothing to do with them if they're right or wrong, or if you're right or wrong. It just can't manifest. Does that make sense to everybody?
No.
It doesn't make sense. Who doesn't make sense to?
Because I thought her question had logic, and it is a very old-fashioned word called ethics. If she wants to build her business, she's hoping to build it with ethics.
Agreed.
And even MBAs at Harvard are now reinstating ethics
Agreed.
in business.
We're saying the exact same
I
thing.
see a logic in the question.
I see the logic too. Totally. Socratic method of thinking is right
When
there.
I have a multi-million-dollar business, I've got centers around the world.
Yeah.
I want no cracks in how I have that happen.
We're all on the same page. What we're saying is, what I'm saying is, that nobody that has ethics can promise something they aren't going to do and put in writing and have a contractual agreement with her to go into business with her and say, I'm going to train you and I want to be your business partner and this is what I'm bringing to the table as far as my share of investing in what you're doing. If you aren't doing that, then you're lying to get the business to train her with the promise and hope of misleading her to going into this support team with you with an ulterior motive that has no ethics. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, and when I take that money and I spend it, and it doesn't work out.
I understand.
It's out of my dream.
Which means more trust goes out the door, and you become more disillusioned, and the fog becomes thicker that you can't see what you need to be able to see before all this started, which puts me back on point with what I was saying. Did that make sense?
Yeah.
Awesome, thank you. That's coaching. If you don't have somebody working in your life, not for their own agenda, but to find and dig and then come in, they aren't always going to be on point, but completely go in to find the antidote, to find the prescription. But you can't find the prescription until you identify the problem. That's why it's called a problem. Just like mathematics, it's a mathematical problem because there's no solution. Once you have a solution, it becomes very easy. Does that make sense to everybody? Beautiful. So I want you to do this real quick. We're going to close on this. want you to close your eyes. I'm not gonna come get your purse. Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second, you guys. You can open your eyes for 1 second. Let me just get this done. All right. Now, what I want you to think about is stand up. Everybody stand up. Close your eyes. And I want you to think about why, because there's a slogan that we all live by, no matter what business, and I believe that it's very critical, and you need to write it down. If your why doesn't make you cry, it's not big enough. If your why does not make you cry, it's not big enough. Does that make sense, everybody? Okay? Before you get into purpose, destination, what you're going to do, you need to understand why you're doing it. Then you got to understand who you're going to be. Everything else is a byproduct. Why are you doing it and who you're going to be? So I want you to think about your why right now. And I'm going to talk while we're talking about this why. And when you truly embrace your why to the point that it could make you cry, I'm not here to make you cry, but it could truly make you cry, I want you to just sit down. And it may not reach everybody in here. Is everybody with me on that so far? I'm going to talk to the end of this song, and I want you to hear it. So, just keep standing. So, I want you to think about it. You can hear my voice while I'm talking to you. What is it that's going to drive you to change your life between now and the time that you wake up in the morning? I actually have to hold myself back from thinking about my why, because when I think about it from this perspective, I can cry in a heartbeat, not because I'm a crier, because I'm the one who understands. It makes me cry. But I think of a child that had cancer at the age of 12. I know this child. They had to cut her leg off from the top of her knee to the bottom of her ankle, and sew her foot back onto her knee, so that it would work as an axle to make the leg work. Put on an aesthetic leg at the age of 12, and she was excited about it. She takes it off at least 3 to 5 times a day. And we walk around taking our legs for granted, like, oh, I can't find my why. I have no purpose. When your why hits you, just sit down. When you have a child that's looking at you, and you know you aren't living up to your full potential, and you know that you haven't done all that you needed to do as a parent, and that you know that you have a parent that is still living, or you may have had a parent that died like I did. That is the greatest pain in my life, is a regret of knowing that I should have done more for my father while he was alive than while he was dead. Which is what drives me to my wife and my mother today. And I regret, and I will not die with the regret of doing what I need to do for my mother, with the pain that I have when I'm burying my father. Figure out what the hell you're looking for, and what brings you to this table. Why are you even here? This isn't a work, this isn't a job. Nobody prescribed you to be here. Maybe it's because you have health. What are your health issues? Who's in your life that you know you should visit? At every funeral you ever go to, everybody says the exact same thing. I wish I'd spent more time with you. You're telling me that you don't have anything to live and fight for every second of your freaking day? You take life that much
a health or holistic or an education perspective. How many people don't have health care? How many people have questions? How do you that? Sit down only after you feel the pain of something that you want to change. Because if the pain of staying the same is not greater than the pain of change, then you will stay the same. There's nothing else. You're comfortable. You don't need to do anything different if you can't find nothing to go out there and fight for every single day of your life. Whether it's prayer, meditation, health, just life itself. That's what it is now. I absolutely believe. My name is Byron Nelson. Have an amazing week. We're done.
Amazing. Let's give a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. This is excellent. He was totally excellent. 60, 70, 80, 90%, 100%?
Sir.
Absolutely. Thank you once again, Byron.
Bless.
Pleasure to have you in Toronto.
One of the three categories, whoever you may be, I love you guys. I just appreciate you spending this day with me. I'm so grateful. I live in this space. Gratitude.
Thank you. Before we end off, ladies and gentlemen, I want to take this opportunity. Randy, thank you very much for putting this great effort over here.
Thank
Please do a
you.
great round of applause for Randy over here. And Mr. Gordon, so please give a great round of applause over here. Natalie, thank you very much. Thank you for a great effort. Anna, thank you, great effort over here for helping us put this all together. Thanks, everything was well organized when we were here. Thank you very much for all the volunteers. We really appreciate it. From Century 21 Innovative and from the Innovative Living Seminar, we really appreciate that. Look forward to, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be bigger and better next year. We want your support. This is a team.